Right, I'm going to this fantastic farmers market called Borough Market. They got brilliant meat and fish and stuff like that. I know quite a few of the boys down there, and they've been doing it for about sort of 2 or 3 years now, and it's just got huge.
Oi, oi!
Easy now. Hello, big boy.
Good, man, good to see you.
What are you up to? Are you going off to that competition?
Yeah, man, yeah, it's all good.
I'm going off Borough Market.
Lovely.
Any requests for dinner?
Anything, mate.
All right, well, bring some beers, and I'll see you a bit later, yeah?
Okay. No worries.
Nice one, guys.
Man, take it
See you later.
See you later, man.
Ah, nice one. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate, all right?
You're right. What we got then? What's good?
What's good? Caught yesterday from Dungeness. Got a nice brill. It's a nice turbot.
Beautiful.
Lovely Dover soles.
I'll tell you what I'm after. I'm doing a squid salad.
Yeah.
Nice bit of squid.
It's a nice squid up here, yeah.
Right. Yeah,
What sort of
like,
size you want?
Well, 3 of those. They're quite fair size, aren't they? So
Yeah.
that'd be lovely. I know exactly what I'm going to cook for these ABBA guys. This squid's so fresh, and I'm going to do a wicked little warm salad. They're going to love it.
Yes, please. Any more for any more?
Hello, mate. Can I
Hiya.
have pork loin, please?
Yeah, in the fork line. Where do you want him cutting? All of it?
Can I have
bit
it? Like this rib side, about
you know the good
3
bits,
quarters.
don't you?
Yeah.
This is off rare breed. This is a middle white.
A middle white.
Outdoor.
It's quite small, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
how old would this be?
Little pricky up ears on this old pig.
Yeah.
This is about 32 weeks, believe it or not.
32 weeks.
Yeah, well, if you're inside and intensive, you'd probably get to this size in 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Of course, twice as long outdoor. Had a good innings, as it were. How's that for you then?
That is beautiful. Thank you very much.
Paper and put that on the scale. I'll put it on the scale for you.
Beautiful.
I'll tell you what, if you fancy a bit of good fat, you know, there's nothing better than a bit of cured bacon.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff over there. It's
Let me
fantastic.
show you some with a bit of fat on it.
Right.
In the old days, you used to cure bacon.
Look at that. My God.
That's an old Dunmore flitch.
Let's have a look
About
at
1200, you know. It was custom and practice in Essex that they would offer a full flitch of bacon to any married couple that could solemnly swear for a year and a day they didn't quarrel or repent of their marriage. Took 200 years before anybody claimed it.
Right, my strange friends, right, are coming around very soon because we're going to have a big feast tonight because they've won the award for Best ABBA Band Followers, supporters, you know. So they're a little bit doolally and they like to kind of get dressed up and all that sort of thing. So we're going to have a big feast. Now, I'm going to do a beautiful little dessert called fruit cobbler, which is a kind of, I think it's a slightly American-inspired dessert. And what I need for this is about 6 dessert spoons, good heaped dessert spoons of sugar. And the whole idea of this is that you can use any mixture of fruit you want, yeah? So at the moment, rhubarb is really, really good. So we're going to have a little bit of this. You don't want to use the leaves, because that's bitter, isn't good at all. But you can kind of slice up the rhubarb into sort of nice little centimetre slices. And we do that. Now, what I want to put in here is about 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, yeah? Just a nice little glug. And I know it sounds a bit weird, but that will kind of work with the sugar and the fruit to make the most fantastic sauce in the world, yeah? So get your rhubarb, put it in here, and we can get the heat on. Now basically you need about 1 kilo of fruit. It could be one fruit, it could be a whole mixture. So I've got rhubarb, beautiful pears, apricots, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I mean, you can use anything you like really, or any combination. But I want to just remove the flesh from the pears, slice them up a bit, and they can go on top of the rhubarb. Now, You can see it sort of boiling up a little bit here. That's a good sign. Apricots. Just literally rip it off the stone. Oh, there we go. There we go. So they've got the apricots in there. And then they've got some lovely strawberries. Just want to take the green tops off and get them in top. Now, I'll tell you what, right? I mean, I've known these guys for about 5 or 6 years, and they're lovely people, don't get me wrong, but they're slightly mad about ABBA to the point where they're kind of living it. I mean, literally, every day when they go out, they're sort of dressed as different characters. So it's always a bit of a laugh when you go down the pub and you see them sort of turn up in their high heels and, and their flares and, you know, their little swarthy, you know, hair pieces on their chins and stuff. Really, really funny. So I thought it was about time I give them a good spoiling, cooked them a nice meal, because I think they probably get chucked out of most restaurants because they look like such freaks. Right, you want to add about a punnet or a handful of blueberries. Same again of raspberries, and the same again of blackberries. Now, that's going to be there you go. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Is it cold?
It's freezing.
Come in. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. Mwah.
It's cold out there.
Where's the boys?
Yeah.
They're just parking the camper van.
Do you want to know where to park?
That'd
If
be
you
great.
turn left into the old school, they should let you in, and there's an off licence just next door.
Okay.
And you can get some drinks.
Excellent.
Shall I finish this? Or are you going to be back soon?
Yeah, that'd be great. Do you want
Not
some
long.
beers?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Lovely.
We're sorted.
See you in a bit.
See ya. Bye.
I hope you're hungry.
Yeah.
Starving.
Right, give your fruit a little toss here. Now look at that, it's all lovely and shiny, smells fantastic. Just simmer it for about 5 minutes till you'll be shocked at the amount of like moisture and juice that comes out of there. It'll be lovely. Now, cobbler, it's kind of a cross between a crumble and sort of sweet dumplings. It's beautiful, right? And basically, it's kind of called a cobbler because it looked like cobbled streets. So to make it, I need about 110 grams of butter. So I'm going to get my scales out. Here we go. Go on, my son. Oh, 112, just over. And I need 225 grams of self-raising flour. So, and what you got to do, 225, 225. There you go, perfect. What you want to do is basically just sort of use your fingers, or you could do it in a food processor, just kind of rub or pulse, if you're using a food processor, the butter and the flour together. So it kind of goes together sort of like little yellow sort of chewy breadcrumbs. So kind of just get stuck in, it only takes a second. And this will kind of give you kind of, I suppose, you know, it's half fat to flour, so it's basically the same as, you know, short crust pastry really, but we're going to change it about a little bit. Look at that stuff over here, look, fantastic. That is just beautiful. You know what, it's fantastic fruit, you just can't beat it. So look, you can see what I've done, yeah? Just giving it a nice little rub like that, and it's just come together to be like little breadcrumbs, so that's good. Right, so what I need is a little pinch of salt, because we're using flour, and whether it's sweet or savoury, you always put a little pinch of salt in with your flour, just to make it taste nice. And we need to sweeten this with a little sugar, so we do need about 70 grams of sugar. There you go. Just over. And I'm going to use some buttermilk, which, you know, I hardly ever use, to be honest. You could use like yoghurt instead if you wanted to, or sour cream. But basically, traditionally, buttermilk's used. You need about 140 millilitres of buttermilk. So that's about half a pot of one of these. So what I want to do is just stir this in. All right, and we turn, look at that lovely fruit. I'll turn it down now. Beautiful. Look at all that moisture that's come out of the fruit. I mean, there's no water in there at all, it's just natural. Right, so look, just mix it up. And if you have a look at it, it kind of looks like a kind of slightly moist sort of scone mix, right? So give it a good old mix, and then we'll just scrape it all out. And we're going to use this bowl to serve it in, so that's all good. So, and just want to give it a little knead, like that, and that'll be fine. Maybe a little extra flour, just to dust it. There we go, lovely. So, that's quite nice. So you can see it's not sticky, but it is moist, so there we go. Now, fruit's been simmering for about 3 or 4 minutes. It's really, really juicy. You can just pour that straight into this. You can serve it, you can do individual ones. You can sort of serve it in big thing, you know. That's perfect, really. And what I want to do, because it's self-raising flour, it's going to expand, yeah? So you want kind of like ping pong ball sort of size pieces of dough, and literally, you just roll them in your hand and plonk them in like that. Roll and plonk. So look, basically you can do big balls, you can do small balls. It just depends on what you like. Now the whole idea of this is even though there's big gaps in between it, those gaps are obviously when they start cooking, because they're going to expand, like, you know, there won't be really that many gaps. And all the lovely juices that come out of the fruit, they're going to like sort of cook into here. So these sweet dumplings, is basically what they are going to be fantastic, yeah? So I want to dust it with a little bit of caster sugar, and you can just literally drizzle it over there, about a couple of tablespoons, and that just makes the balls go really nice and sort of sweet and crunchy. And basically cook this for about 25-30 minutes at 190, and it'll be lovely, mate. Just check it out. Oh. Now, what I want to cook next is this fantastic pork dish, which is absolutely great. Now, if you want it to be superb, get yourself a really nice bit of organic pork and get the last 6 ribs, which are really, really nice to roast. Get the old boy to remove the skin and you're laughing. Now, to flavour this beautiful pork dish, what I'm going to use is fennel seeds, which are really fresh and fragrant. Pound them up in a little salt and pepper and add yourself about 1 handful of picked rosemary leaves. Give it a right good bashing and let all those oils come out. Now, get the pork loin and really rub all those fantastic flavours in. Now, what I'm going to do next is a little bit chefy, but get a few pieces of string and just tie up the meat to secure it into shape. Get yourself a hot pan and add about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Now add your pork and really get some nice colour on there to get it nice and golden and brown, and that'll really get the flavours going. Now a great veg with pork is fennel. Finely sliced 2 bulbs, whack it in the tray, and you want to use a little bit of garlic. 6 cloves just peeled, and whack them into the tray nice and whole. Herb wise, I'm going to use some bay, about 4 or 5 leaves, nice little bit of rosemary, 4 or 5 stalks, and the best bit, add about 2 glasses of white wine. Just smell all those flavours, mate, it's going to be fantastic. Little trick, get some greaseproof paper, run it under cold water, and then just tuck it into bed. Get all those little sides in, and then just pop it into the oven. You want to cook it for about 1 hour at 190 until the meat is really, really juicy. So much for dry pork. Right, I'm going to do this beautiful squid salad, yeah? And like, I always think of squid as being a bit of a luxury, really, but you can get it in like most like good fishmongers and stuff, and even supermarkets. Now, just to make life a little bit easier, I'm going to put them onto a little bit of kitchen towel. You could use a little sort of tea towel or something like that, just to stop them slipping about. And just going to place my squid on here, outside facing up. I'm going to got a normal sort of table knife, and just going to very carefully score the squid like that, not all the way through, just lightly scored, just like that, in a crisscross sort of fashion, right? Move it around, just like that, and there we go, look at that, and that'll be perfect. And basically when that cooks, right, it's going to kind of like be crisscross, so like if you put any dressing or sauce or spices on it, it's all going to stick to it, which is obviously a really good thing. Right, so what I want to do is I'm going to make a warm salad, yeah? Beautiful squid. I'm going to make a nice chilli dressing. I'm going to get some beans on, and you can use any beans you like, and I fancy using cannellini beans, which are beautiful sort of white, sort of creamy beans, yeah? Now, you can get them fresh when they're in season. You've got dried stuff that you can soak overnight and you can cook, or you can get these sort of tinned ones, and to be honest, they've got really good in the last sort of 5 years. They're not sort of mushy and horrible. They're actually quite good these days. So just pour out all the liquid, and over here in the pan, I'm just going to put a little olive oil in a hottish pan, add your beans, and then you just want to put some salt and pepper and a little bit of lemon juice, yeah? Really sort of makes a nice little bit of difference. And just bring them up to temperature nice and slowly, yeah? So give them a stir. Turn it down a little bit. There you go. And they'll taste fantastic, yeah? So we've got the beans, we've got the squid, we've got a hot griddle pan here, really hot. No oil on it, otherwise it will smoke. I've got some nice rocket. I'm going to make a dressing now. So to make the dressing, I can't think of anything better. Beans, nice sort of like spicy rocket. Got the squid. I'm going to do a chilli dressing. So what I'm going to do is get some nice fresh chilies. You can use different chilies, but these ones are pretty good because you can get them pretty much everywhere, and they're not too hot. So use a little teaspoon or something and just scrape out these seeds. Now, it's the seeds that are the really, really hot piece, yeah? So by scraping these out, you're actually just leaving the sort of fragrant, sort of pretty hot stuff, but all that sort of aggressive heat is kind of there in the seeds. So give it a good old scrape. Here we go. Get rid of the seeds. There we go. And I'm just going to finely slice the chilli. So just chop it this way. And then turn it around and just chop it the other way. And then just sort of run your knife through it. Oh, my son. So keep chopping it. You can have it as fine or as coarse as you like, but I quite like to have it fine. Go, my son. Lovely. Now, what I want to do now, to make the dressing, it's pretty easy. Basically, get yourself a glass. You don't have to have a glass, but I use a glass. Right, and get your chilli. And we want to have about 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So fill it up to about there. And then we want about 2 or 3 tablespoons of kind of lemon or lime juice. And I'm going to use lemon on this one. So just sort of squeeze it through your hand so you don't get any pips. Get a spoon, give it a little pinch of salt, a little pinch of pepper, and give it a stir. And you can have a little taste, and it should be nice, sort of kind of hot, but with a nice lemony twang. Maybe a little bit more lemon. A bit more salt. No. Ah, they're here. Hi.
Hello.
Is that Abba? Hello, Jules. How you doing? Good, mate.
Nice to see you again. You all right?
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Hello, man. All right.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, good. Got some beers.
Sit down. There's some chairs and stools around there.
Fabulous.
Are you ready to eat?
I'm starving. Absolutely
You're all
starving.
good with squid?
Squid's great. Yeah, love it.
love
Love it.
I'm doing a beautiful little salad. So,
Great stuff.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna finish up now. I've got a really hot griddle pan. My beans are nice and hot. I've got my squids over here. Legs. What do you know about legs?
Not a great deal.
Not a lot.
Get them on first, right? Because they take a little longer to cook than the squid. Right, face down. And here we go. Round there. And these squids can go on. Here we go. You're going to like this, guys. I've got some.
Looks good.
Look in the oven. Have a look in the oven.
What's in there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've got a fruit cobbler.
What's that?
It's pork. Hot roasted pork I've got for you guys.
Oh, I love pork.
Do you?
Yeah, love it. My favourite.
Do you like crackling?
Yep, best bit. I can never get it right though at home.
You can't?
No.
Oh, there's a little trick. I take the skin off, score it,
Yeah.
and cook it separately. And then it just goes really crunchy and beautiful.
That's fantastic.
Never would have thought of that.
So a little bit of salt on the old skin. Bit of pepper. Now, have you ever had a warm salad before, guys?
Yeah, once or twice I think. Abroad, not over here really. But
Well, I'll tell you what. The key is to get all your guests ready, and you're ready, aren't you?
Yep.
Tables not laid, but that don't matter. Beans are ready. These are cannellini beans, right? And yeah, cannellini. A little bit of olive oil, and
We've got some bibs for us.
got some bibs.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin my soup.
The outfits.
This is tailor-made.
Have you not got like, an ABBA bib or anything like that?
No.
Oh dear. Listen, right, turn these over. Go on, tigers. Lovely. Look at that.
is that the whole thing?
Yeah, well, that's about 4 little squids.
Right.
One
Wow.
each. So, to make this salad, I've got some rocket. Have you seen these things?
What is that?
It's my little salad spinner.
That's a good gadget. Like that.
Sometimes when I have to washing my hands,
Is that what you do?
I
Put
give
it
it a
in
little
there?
dry in there.
It's nice to bring a rocket.
Yeah. Is it clean? Yeah.
And actually, I used that the other day.
Nice.
Right, so, nice bit of rocket. I've got the beans, they're going in. I've got these squids, which will be cooked by now. Got a nice bit of colour on there, look at that.
That looks great.
Just turn them over. Look at that, beautiful. So, have you been singing your heart out today?
Yeah.
So what
Voice, yeah.
what,
Going a bit.
what's it that attracts you to the sort of the being the biggest ABBA fans in England? Because that's basically.
So I get to wear a wig.
Is that a wig?
It's very realistic, though.
Yeah, no, it's good. But what did your mum think? Does your mum think like,
She's
you know,
really proud.
you should get a normal job and sort of, you
No,
know,
she's proud of us.
is she?
Yeah, of
It's
course
just
she is.
such good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
just look
It's
at
great.
us, you know.
Do you think they're the best band in the world?
ABBA?
Yeah.
Without question. Do you like ABBA?
Yeah, no, I do like them, actually, absolutely. But, you know, I've never been sort of tempted to sort of dress like them. But, you know, but I'm not saying I don't respect you for your faith. But, you know, it's all good. Now, what I'm going to do is slice up this squid now, like that. All of that, and we'll have these as well. Go on, my son.
Smells great.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Give him a little chop. Beautiful. And then just get the whole lot in here. I've got a chilli dressing here. You ever had chilli dressing?
No, I love chilies.
Beautiful.
Chilies, yeah.
We get half of it in there.
So does it mix all right with the leaves?
Yeah, well the thing is now we've got to work quite quickly because it's a warm salad, so we have to sort of toss it up and get it all going now. So if you guys are ready to eat, I tell you what,
Starving.
why don't you guys go and sit down?
Lovely.
You've got your drinks, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, got
I'll put the tunes on.
Lovely,
Who are we
brilliant.
playing?
Better, yeah. I'll leave it up to you.
Right, here we go. All right, guys, it's been interesting. See you next time.